My next guest, Nupol has been an activist since she was 12, says she has faced hatred, bigotry, and pain along the way. Take a look.
Guys! Come on.
I have seen and experienced a lot in my life, and I'm only 20 years old. My passion for activism comes from a place of hurt, pain, and love. I grew up struggling with anxiety and fear. There was violence of all kinds around me. My family was homeless. I witnessed my mom miscarry due to domestic violence. I was 12 years old when Trayvon Martin was killed. Really ignited a fire, but I knew that I had to be a part of this fight for change. Over the past 8 years, I've attended over 100 protests from social justice, domestic violence, and sexual violence. 3 years ago, I came face to face with white supremacy in Charlottesville, Virginia. I was spit on, called and attacked. Last month, I was in Louisville, Kentucky for Breonna Taylor. I was arrested. They cuffed us to cages, and they made sure to put over 20 plus people in one jail cell. In the middle of a pandemic,
They literally have us chained to cages like animals here.
my struggles have definitely impacted my mental and emotional health. I struggle with depression and anxiety.
Oh my God. Bruh. I just saw my life flashing before my eyes.
And being on the front lines definitely intensifies these mental health conditions. Dr. Phil, are there healthy coping mechanisms for people like me who have experienced trauma and depression?
Thank you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
How did you get into this journey that you're on?
Trayvon Martin's death is what catapulted me into activism at the age of 12 years old. Dr. Phil, you couldn't even convince me 5 months ago that this movement would be here right now. Like, I am just so inspired to see this many people, regardless of your race or background, come together in the name of Black liberation.
Here is a video of Nupol at a protest in Minneapolis concerning the death of George Floyd. She claims that things went wrong after she and 9 other people were really just walking back to their car and police officers pulled their firearms. Let's take a look.
Guys!
Come on.
Guys!
So good. Yeah, we cut and we pull. Yeah, whose charge is this?
Mine. Thank you.
Okay, good,
Yo.
good.
Let's go. I dropped my charger.
You scare me.
Oh my God. Bruh. I just saw my life flashing before my eyes.
That seemed like a very intense situation. What happened and what were you afraid what was going to happen?
Yeah, I'm tearing up watching that back. We were just walking down the street after a long night of protesting, and we saw the police officers at the end of the street, and we're like, oh Lord, okay, so if we come in contact with them, we're gonna let them know that we're nonviolent and we weren't partaking in any of the violence that was going on. But they didn't even give us a chance to do that because as soon as they saw 9 Black people, they immediately thought of us as threats. So they pulled their firearms out on us and they said, stop at once or we'll shoot. And at that moment, I literally saw my 19 years of living flash before my eyes, and we just ran. That's what we did. And, you know, some people ask why we ran. Honestly, being Black in America, whether we stood there or we ran, it was a chance we were going to take. And by the grace of God, I'm able to tell my story today.
Here's a video of Nupol after what she says was a peaceful protest for Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky. Let's take a quick look at this.
Have us chained to cages like animals here. Like, this is absolutely insane and so inhumane. Justice for Breonna Taylor, Black Lives Matter, and we ain't done.
When you see someone like Nupol who is on the front lines fighting for others, you have to stop and realize this is a person with a history.